Hi and welcome to my channel. So today we will be watching episode 6 of the first season for Interview with a Vampire. So let's jump right in.
I took naps at night then. I would feel the air against my skin as though I were still falling. And I would land all over again.
It's the mess up. He worked you over good with that.
Still alive.
Oh, she's bringing you food as well. Bless her.
Are you still dreaming about our first meeting, Daniel?
Oh,
Keep waking up just before you ask me back to your shitty apartment. So
Yeah.
for 20 years, you lived with the vampire Lestat, and you didn't know he had the flying gift.
The cloud gift.
Well, I'm assuming he never used it.
It was a remarkable bit of restraint he managed.
Why would he do that?
I suppose he thought if he exposed all his power to me, I would never feel his equal, and the relationship would suffer.
He only beat me the one time, officer. It's not his fault. Classic Stockholm.
Is this when you're still struggling to sit yet?
Lestat had disappeared after that awful night. Vanished out of a profound sense of shame he would later confess to.
Aww. You gotta go chase the goat round to get a little bit of exercise before you eat. Okay, so you didn't get there in the end. Next time. Yeah, she don't want you falling back in bad habits. Don't answer it. Oh, see?
I bought something from Louis' favorite bookshop. Book of Hours. Extremely rare. 15th century. Silver and gold on the vellum. Palettes of blue and old rose. Perhaps we should let him decide if he wants to see me or not.
I guess that's a no.
How's that for an answer?
Through your better. Oh, this guy again. He's persistent. I'll give him that.
Louis, I don't know what possessed me that night.
Oh, really?
3 years ago. That night 3 years ago.
3 years?
I was someone I don't want to be anymore. I've changed.
Yeah, I don't beat my people no more.
Let me prove it to you.
I'm not possessive anymore.
I'm nothing without you. I'm nothing without both of you.
She's an afterthought. Why? Like, who you falling this at? Bye.
I'll obey you. I'll live your life forever.
Louis falling for it, though.
Silence is cruel. And you were never cruel, Louis.
We burned more gifts than bodies in that decade. But they would not stop coming. And Lestat's relentless determination began to crack my considerable armor. Perhaps it was the modesty of the gesture.
Really?
But in the spring of 1937, one broke through. He had written it himself in the music of the hour. He pressed only one album. Had the master recordings destroyed. You're listening to an inferior re-recording now. The audacity of it all was matched only by its sincerity. He had made the near-perfect Valentine with one flaw.
Pathetic.
One perfectly premeditated flaw. Write me a song, put your lover's voice on it. What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah.
Louis is soaking wet.
I swim fast.
He just did it to get a rise out of you. He got your attention. You finally acknowledged him and talked to him.
This is my house.
I don't care.
Do I look like I care?
Innit?
Let's start.
The starting gonna say nothing.
Leave.
I hate you.
Oh, you guys are gonna have sex, ain't ya? Here it goes, the makeup.
You took Lestat back.
Yes, he
The
did.
vampire bond. There is no human equivalent.
Lover, murderer, maker. You took him back.
It's a bond that can never fully be severed. Rule number 4.
Kill Antoinette.
Antoinette is my own private.
Affair.
Mm.
She's a child, interfering in the romantic lives of her parents.
She's coming up on 33.
Making a promise in vampire years.
Maybe, but I'm not your child anymore.
No lies. And that includes lies of exaggeration and of omission. For instance, if you can fly, tell us you can fly.
Says grand proclamations and portentous looks. Do you think I'm withholding?
Yeah.
Ask your questions.
What
I'll
else
answer
can you
them.
do?
I would never hurt your brother.
It's just something I always...
Never, Louis.
Because I did think that too.
Who made you?
Ooh. You gonna answer that one, or are you gonna say you don't want to know, or you don't want to say sorry?
But they all look like me. My coloring, my physique. My own eyes. Staring back at me from rotting faces. I thought for sure I'd be one of them, but instead he turned me into this. No grand history of vampiric origins or physiology, no rules, no counsel. Just a sweeping end to a pile of money and the sight of him throwing himself into a fire. I didn't want this. But I have a capacity for enduring. It's why I don't particularly like being abandoned.
Kill Antoinette.
She don't care about Lestat's feelings at all.
Years accumulated in the small
Like, the
city
poor
were
dude's
catching
opened
to
up
us.
and she's still like, kill Antoinette. What is this?
Our home was often vandalized. I would have to lead by example.
I'd like to ask a question if that's amenable to you both.
You don't have to ask permission.
Oh, of course I do. This is the new paradigm. The lambs for the bosserons.
An apt metaphor. I always took you for a dog, Lestat.
Mm.
Ill tolerated.
Why didn't you ever say something?
Well, it's
She didn't want to
obvious she
hurt
doesn't
you.
want to upset you.
I can
Literally.
speak for myself.
Every night we hunt. And every night these feelings arise. May I propose another rule?
Oh gosh.
When we hunt,
You come
we
with.
hunt human.
Do you think you could try a little harder to get on with him?
Have you asked him the same question?
He's trying.
Is
Teaching you
it?
piano, a chessboard, isn't he?
He hasn't taught me to fly.
It's not something you can teach. You're born with it or you're not.
No.
Hello? We were wondering where you were.
Yeah,
It's
what was
his
she
nature
doing?
to lie.
Claudia?
Lestat.
Wow, just. What's this? Is this the guy that. Oh, the chick.
I
Okay.
remember. You like souvenirs?
Yep, she's gonna keep the ring.
Thank you.
Eesh.
She's grown very protective of me. That's what this is. Why it's hard.
She came back altered when she left us. There's a darkness in her that wasn't there before.
She went through some stuff. What do you expect?
Give her a little time.
Best championship of 78. My mama taught me
please
that before I
continue
started
with your
crawling.
tedious interrogations. And I once again put you in check.
Did Nicky kill himself like your maker Magnus?
Oh,
Nicky passed on after he and I parted ways.
really?
Took me over a century to try again.
Oh, you said that so sweetly. Checkmate.
Checkmate.
I'll come with you.
Thank you. No.
Poor Massa and his pain. It's an honor just to sleep under Massa's roof.
And I know she's talking to you.
Oh, she
You're
really is gonna
ugly
keep
when you
doing
act
that.
like that.
But
She
I'm
don't
ugly
care.
and blind.
She's an affected, self-absorbed, nasty little
Please tell me
creature
this ain't
who's
your
fooled
chick
herself
still.
into thinking she's smarter than she is, and she is poisoning Louis against me. That's why I need you. You fortify me against them. You're like me. You like to laugh.
You make me laugh all the time. Who's gonna hire a singer who don't sing? Who's a cripple?
No. That's what gloves are for.
Is Louis there listening to this, or is it just Claudia?
You mad?
Both of them.
I love you, Lestat.
I love you too.
It was perfectly consistent with his nature.
Yep.
He'd been told to do something,
So,
and brat that he was, didn't like being told what to do.
so
The
what did
effect,
you do
however,
about it?
was numbing.
I'm sorry, Louis.
It's all what it is.
There's a train leaves every night for New York. We could hide out in Harlem for a few, then hop on a boat. Take us anywhere we want to go.
Anywhere sounds like nowhere.
Bună ziua, mă cheamă Louis. Care e drumul spre Becul Castel?
I can barely speak French and English.
Well,
I just hold you back.
you got all the
hurt
time
you
in the
again?
world.
And you will.
Mm-hmm.
Come find me, I'll be in.
Prague. Bucharest. Varna. Silistra.
Ploiești.
Well, Lestat will be happy that she's out of the picture. That's for damn sure.
She, of all things on the earth, deserved a nice seat and a wide window to watch the countryside blur before the glass. This is the part of my story back in San Francisco where you said, and I paraphrase, give it to me. Make me a vampire now.
In the eyes of a 20-year-old, you were wasting the gift.
What's this now? What
We're in your
appointment?
20s, Rashid. What do you think?
Well, Mr. Dulac presides in the most desired real estate in the country. I do not see the waste Mr. Molloy sees.
I'd give it to you now.
What, now that he's almost due to die?
Still a hand. Time to watch your daughters marry.
And divorce.
I teased the sun that night in Jackson Square. Thought about the walking cane and pile of ash they'd find in the morning. But Paul had forever ruined Grace's wedding night. And I would not do the same to Claudia on the anniversary of her escape. Back to the undeserving Lestat.
I would have just left it there.
Start home.
Well, he clearly did.
Come. Listen here. But to think, our sister, impulsive tot that she is, was on her way to holiday in Europe. I'm so glad she decided the better of it.
What did he do? There's something wrong with this guy.
You're riding the New York Limited. Next stop, Birmingham, Alabama.
Lestat is still just as controlling.
Claudia. You'd think your creator had earned the courtesy.
You didn't want me.
No.
You made me for Louis.
And he needs you now, more than ever. He's in a terrible state.
He said I could go. He picked you over me.
Louis couldn't pick an apple off a tree in his current state. He'd grip it, tug at it, and weak as he is, the stem would hold.
Let me go, Lestat.
And Louis' hour of need.
No.
I'm afraid I can't allow that.
Yeah, so you're gonna keep her prisoner for Louis.
Very fragile right now.
Is it
Only
because you don't want to
fragile
hear him
little
whining
Louis
about
should
her
wish to
anymore?
ride on a motorbike. Well, you wouldn't talk of it. Louis insisted I not ask. Fortunate for our family, when I put my mind to it, I can hear the thoughts of other vampires at a very great distance.
Bastard.
He thinks of you often. Bruce.
Fucking bastard.
I couldn't agree more. Back in your cage, sweetheart.
I don't think he was just talking to the dog.
We endure each other for Louis' happiness. So come home and make him happy. Stonewalling again. You've become quite predictable, my sister disappointment.
We're not slaves. Maybe mindless accomplices.
No, we're his slaves. And I will free us both.
Claudia,
I see the trap.
I don't like what you're feeling right now. You cannot kill.
I love you, Louis. I don't say it often enough anymore.
If you love me, then listen to me. I beg you.
If you're going to beat Lestat, you have to become Lestat. You have to think like he does. And then 5 moves ahead of that. I'm going to kill him.
When?
Check.
He'll destroy you if you try it.
No, Louis.
Rook protects the king, and your queen has been neutralized. It's a very spirited effort.
I can kill him.
Another baffling pawn sacrifice.
Check. And I want to tell you something else now.
What's that?
A secret of all secrets between you and me.
Oh, she got you.
Queen.
You're surprised.
The secret is, Louis,
Queen on one side. Other.
you want to kill him too. And you will enjoy doing it.
You have won.
I'm tired.
Move your pawn, finish the game.
Yeah, she doesn't want to.
Good night, Louis.
Oh,
Thankless,
It wasn't.
really?
heedless, disagreeable, obnoxious, repellent,
Wow, he is like a child himself.
Every ship that sails
You know you've lost. Why are you so gung ho? Oh my God.
affect
That temper tantrum.
future.
We were going to kill Lestat. I think the medication has overwhelmed our boy.
Trubidis rebus ad infinitum. I would gladly wake him.
No, we can pick it up again tomorrow. But fetch a cover, would you? Let him be warm with his dreaming. Are you an assassin? Am I the man you came to kill? I did a terrible thing once. It wouldn't surprise me.
I'm a writer, a journalist mostly, so.
Do you have money tonight, Daniel?
Oh, is this when you first met
Whatever
him?
you want.
I'll have a grasshopper. I do interviews mostly. I have a series at the Berkeley Bar. Hey, you know, I could interview you.
Okay, why?
Well, I'm no one of importance.
Well, it's my speciality. You see, I look for people in the cracks. You feel me?
High quality,
Mm,
fitting a man of my taste.
mm.
I have a room over on Difficedero, not too far a walk.
You and I.
I'm a vampire.
Oh, you just come out and say it right like that, okay? And you're just gonna say you're drunk or something.
That okay with you? Would you like to join us?
No. You go ahead, have your fun.
Wow. That didn't happen, did it? So another fun episode with, we see the aftermath of, Louis getting dropped by the stat from the sky. And it took him a while to heal. And at that time, Lestat had basically moved out, but was doing all of these gestures to worm his way back in over a period of what, three or so years. Eventually, it began to work when the last gift that he gave Louis was a record of him and his side piece singing. Why would you do that? Like, he really did that to get a rise out of Louis. We know that's why. I know that's why he did it. But that is messed up as a present. And hey, Louis beat him up a little bit, and then he comes back to the house. They lay down some ground rules, and Lestat tries to pretend like, yep, he's all for it ish. Like he, you know, will do what they ask, not that he's happy about it. However, he didn't kill his side piece. All he did was basically chop off her finger, put it in the newspaper after faking her death, and then brought her back to some other little property that he goes to see her when he says he's going hunting. Obviously, Claudia and Louis find this out. Louis is a little bit upset, and Claudia is still trying to basically talk Louis into leaving Lestat, but he doesn't want to do that. Like, it is a little bit like Stockholm syndrome. Like, the guy did kill him. They've been together for the longest time. Yes, they have their ups and downs, and Louis beat his ass, but he still seems to have feelings and doesn't want to leave Lestat until near enough the end of the episode, when he says that he is actually planning on killing Lestat with Claudia after, she wins the chess game that she didn't finish playing, which peed off Lestat even more. There's a lot of a lot of stuff happening. So the question is, well, we know that he's not going to die yet, because otherwise there wouldn't be any more seasons. But will they actually try it, or does something else happen? So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the last episode of the season. I hope you guys tune in for that one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and bye.